This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Granger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Hashtag no music, no intro. Another day, another Saint safety player podcast at this point, man. Let me start off by saying the situation is not funny, right? It's a serious potential arrest. Marcus Maye of the Saints safety that they signed in free agency was arrested today. Aggravated assault with a firearm. And I wanna be mindful and careful about flaming the situation and flaming the player too much. It was reported by law enforcement that he was potentially waving or pointing guns at female minors in another vehicle. And as a black male, and especially as you've alluded to in the Discord and on Twitter, like Jefferson Parish just seems to have like this vendetta or just whatever it is when it comes to people like you and me. So I do want to keep that in the forefront and not make any sweeping statements about the situation, because things do need to be played out and what have you. But I can say all the good vibes and mojo that this team had after that final preseason game, even though the Penning injury kind of put a damper on things a bit, but that was a peak. I remember last season when we recorded that Tampa Bay episode and Trevor Siemian won that game, and on that post game I said, "This is it, bro."
Yeah, just downhill from there.
Downhill from there. And I don't want to say that preseason game was the peak because the season hasn't started yet. But as a fan, I feel like there's just this bad vibe and like energy around the team now.
Which is weird because like 2 weeks ago, man, everything was just peaches and cream, bro. Like everybody felt like, man, something about this team. Feel like there's a vibe, that something special, and this, that. Man, that page turned quick.
It was all good just a week ago.
Bruh, that shit turned quick, man. And look, maybe we just, I would say overreacted, but maybe we just caught the moment or whatever. But
I don't, and that's like I don't believe we're just caught in the moment on it. And I'll say why. They traded CD for peanuts, and we're not going to get into the whole CD thing, but they traded him for peanuts, smeared his name as he was traded out of the door, and the reason you and I all throughout this offseason, especially after they made moves to get weapons offensively, the reason you and I were so adamant in saying that this team potentially had a Super Bowl run in them was the depth and the strength of the secondary. Like the team was built on that. So now, okay, you remove CD out the situation. Boom, he's gone. And again, like we talked about, he was a top 3 slot in the league. I don't care all the tweets that I got or whatever, like I don't care about your fucking football opinion. Because if you can't see that and you can't identify that, then we can't talk about football. So CD's out of the equation. So then it's like, okay, CD's out. There's Roby. There's Alontae Taylor. Although Alontae Taylor hasn't had any snaps in the slot, there still was this, okay, nucleus, the depth had taken a big hit, but it could still work. Now, depending on how this Marcus Maye situation pans out, bruh.
Which is just it's like we don't know. Like we just have no idea. Obviously, the court, the court is going. The whole justice system is going to play out. The NFL doesn't usually suspend people while they're working through the justice process. But there's the commissioner's list if he feels if it's egregious enough. If some video came out or something, he would, he has the right to just take a play off the field. We don't know if it's going to be that way. He's already in trouble for the DUI situation. That court proceeding is put off until October, November, or something like that. So that's kind of got kicked down the can. So we really don't know where it is with Marcus Maye. It's just going to be one of those things where it's kind of up in the air. We just got to kind of let it play out, especially this charge here, because we'll see once the affidavit comes out. Get more details on what the victims are saying. Charges changed and stuff like that. He did come out. His lawyer did come out and say he vehemently denies the allegations. So look, that's what a lawyer is supposed to say. So that's not saying he's being truthful or not. It's just we don't know. So it's just gonna be one of the things that plays out. But like you said, bro, it's like quickly, like you just got some of these clouds hanging over, and the Saints they're gonna have to answer these questions, bro. Because right now you got questions. You got questions in the secondary, that was supposed to be the answer for this team. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't supposed to be questions other way, but there wasn't no questions with the secondary. You know what I'm saying?
Can we go back to free agency, bro? Can we go back to free agency? just take a. I just want to take a step back. Just take a step back, and I don't want. Part of me doesn't want to say it's karma. Part of me doesn't want to say it's karma, but like some of it feels like karma to me, like a little bit, just a tad, right? Because you had a safety in his prime, for the most part, healthy his entire career, not a single blemish.
Didn't curse.
Character-wise,
doesn't curse. He does not curse. Like
just an all-out good dude. Chooses not to bring him back for about $2 million, bro.
Adam, it's about the culture.
No, stop.
They tell me culture is important, man. It's like about the culture, preserving the culture that was built. That's what everybody keep telling me on Twitter. What about the culture?
And okay. if we're not saying he is, but if Marcus Maye did do some outlandish shit, potentially, like to me, it's kind of wild that this happened the exact same week that like you shipped CD out and like burying him for being like such a terrible.
Ain't it a trip? It happened on the same day. Like didn't it happen on it happened Monday? It was on the same day. Like that's weird. That's crazy, bro.
God, you know what they say, Ryan? God don't like ugly. No, he don't.
I don't like ugly. My mama would say that in a heartbeat.
God don't like ugly, bro. And I just go back to the whole Marcus thing. Like you were so petty. They were so petty that they couldn't figure out. Like, do you know how much like $2 million means nothing in the NFL? Nothing, bro. No, you can reconstruct a contract and get back to $2 million. Like that's peanuts.
Here's the thing that bothers me with stuff like that is if you had a rookie in the waiting that was ready to take that free safety spot and you let Marcus Williams go, it just okay. Like that just makes 100% sense. That's a business decision. You go from, rather than pay a guy $12 million, you got a rookie that's making $1.5 million or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Makes 100% business sense. But you don't want to pay Marcus Williams 12 or 14 million or whatever it is, you pay Marcus Maye. I can't remember what he made, 9, 10 million.
Yeah, something like that.
It was a nice chunk of change. Like it wasn't like he got, it's not like he's getting paid $4 million. He's getting like top level free agency money. You know what I'm saying? Like he's getting paid. So to me, it's just like, man, you got to
Petty, bro.
you got
Petty.
to put that on the chart and then like weigh everything out, but you know how the Saints are, bro. Like we talk about all the time. Loomis sets a number. And if Marcus Williams can't come to that number, he gonna take that contract and give it to Marcus Maye.
We've seen it so much, bro.
But it's all about the culture.
Ben Grubbs, Latavius Murray. We've seen it, bro. Like they just keep playing the same old Saints greatest hits, bro. This is all this is greatest hits. And you know what the exciting thing about this is? Like as just a pure sicko and a pure person that just enjoys us being able to have content that we could just talk about, and it's just easy to talk about these guys. Because like, bro, they haven't even played games yet, and our numbers are through the roof, bro. An injury or like a suspension away from Daniel Sorensen's starting, baby.
Yeah, baby. Hey, Sorensen, they talk about PJ Williams in this bitch. Come on, man.
Again, like you said, we don't know what's going to happen with the Marcus Maye situation. We don't know if he's going to be able to play, not play. But like, God, how crazy
could the Saints shut him down? I don't know. Could the Saints suspend him? Could they cut him?
I think if you're a smart team, you're gathering intel and you're gathering the facts. But this is where it gets tricky, right? Because we've seen teams gather facts, Buffalo Bills, Cleveland Browns, and depending on who it is, they can have the facts and they'd be like, oh no, we investigated it thoroughly. Like we got all the information we needed. And you know what I'm saying? And you could justify shit depending on the talent, because that's just how the NFL is. It just moves dirty like that. But
sliding scale.
Yeah, a huge sliding scale. But if the Marcus Maye thing is true, and on the same day you were bad mouthing a dude that had never been involved in any type of like law enforcement incidents or any arrests. Like I know this incident is what we're talking about, but like Marcus Maye, like he drove drunk. Like this was pre-Saint. So to like bury that guy, but then keep someone else like this on the roster, like we talked about it, bro. You giving different messages. You contradicting yourself.
And players see that shit.
Talk about it.
They see that shit, bro. Like you talk all that culture shit all you want, man, but they see Marcus Williams get shipped out. Then you bring a dude in that gets arrested for, assault. You know what I'm saying?
Also,
a deadly weapon.
He was coming up a torn Achilles, bro. I'm sorry.
He was what?
He was coming up a torn Achilles, like.
Right. Yeah. Like, bro.
And just, I would be interested to know how players on the defense really feel right now.
Oh man,
because I would love to. I know he probably won't come on, bro, but I would love to get CD on, because you can't present this message of like, we're out to win Super Bowls, we're out to compete, we're a contender. Boom, you send one of your most talented players on defense out. Boom, there's someone else that maybe got into a law enforcement, and now you may have to cut him, or you may have to put him on a list where he's not playing because of a potential situation that he got himself into allegedly. And then you just kind of just side-eyeing like the front office, like, well, what the fuck is really going on? Like
right.
Maybe like if I'm Honeybag, I'm like, shit, I was coming in to compete and compete for a championship. And I'm not saying that may not still be able to happen, but it feels different. And we talked about it on the CD pod. We kind of had lowered our expectations into like 10 wins. man, I mean, the offense may be able to because I think in hindsight, I'm really forgetting how fucking awful the offense was last year. Like it was
Right.
unbearable, and just that can help them win so many more games that they didn't win last season. So I still feel that 9 to 10 range is accurate, but this season just I got a prediction, bro. I got it. I'm gonna say it out. People gonna be like, oh, don't say that. Don't put that juju out there. I don't fucking care about it. Don't. They ain't winning week 1, bro. Say it on this podcast.
Oh shit, man.
No,
I've been iffy about week 1.
I was iffy about week 1 when the schedule came out. But
right.
This see anything happen this March? Nah. No. They not winning week 1. Sorry. We'll do the preview, but this is just a feeling I have, man. Like it's gonna be 0-1. DA gonna get them questions. They're gonna be hard.
Oh Lord.
Ooh. Any other thoughts you have about like the whole situation? Just this avalanche of news, like one thing after another, bro.
Marcus Roach on injured reserve. Trevor Penning, he on injured reserve. They don't really expect him back at best till November.
I would say December is more likely.
Yeah. I mean, they don't expect him to start practicing until November.
Yeah.
And you got to remember he's a rookie. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like a tenure, just a sharpened tenured vet coming back. This is a dude that was right in the midst of his development. You know what I'm saying? So
I 100% believe if he hadn't got injured, he would start in week 1. I really believe that.
Think so, man? Like he was close, bro. He was close, dog.
I know Hurst was like he sounds like he'll be healthy for week 1, but like I get it was like the Chargers backups, but if you just watch that drive,
yeah,
I think he was going to start week 1. But
me too.
It is what it is.
Yeah, so it's been a rough week for Saints fans, man. So I'm trying not to be too doom and gloom. Some of it the Saints have brought it on themselves, but anything can happen, man. It's not like this is a bad team all of a sudden. It still has tons of talent. It's looking like Paulson Debo is aiming to come back week 1. He said he's day-to-day. Mike Thomas is still a question mark. He hadn't practiced yet, but apparently he has been around the facility, and some people think he's on track. So look, you can still do a lot worse than Marcus Lattimore, Paulson Debo, Honey Badger, Demario Davis, PJ Williams, Pete Werner. He's back. We'll see how that goes. We know it's a groin injury. Obviously, 2 big question marks is who first and 2 firsts.
I have another lock prediction. When the injury report comes out next Wednesday, 2 firsts will be a DNP.
Oh, I'm 100% on that, bro. No, he's not gonna be DNP. He's gonna be LP.
So you think he'll be? You think
he gonna be limited?
He gonna be limited? Nah, bro. I'm going with the full.
He's gonna be limited, man.
Nah, he gonna be a full DNP, bro.
Bro, if he DNP, like I need somebody. I need Cat to step up front of that mic and be like, "What's going on? What's going on?"
If I could bet, if I could put a bet on this in Vegas, bro, he's gonna be a DNP next Wednesday.
I would need Cat to find out what's going on. What's going on? Like literally, that you can't practice. Like okay, you got your pinky finger. Apparently, you had some back injury or was it he was out of shape? Whatever. I don't know what it is, but you can't practice, bro. During the week practice, not a trainer can't practice. During the week practice, where they don't wear pads during the season and stuff like that, man. They in shells, D-line ain't really doing nothing. They just trying to stay in shape or whatever. No, so you tell me you can't practice, bro? Oh man, that.
I feel it, bro. I just know this team. I really do.
And I'm not saying he's going to play. I'm just saying, bro, like at least be practicing to getting yourself ready to play at some point.
He needs to be limited.
Be limited, man.
All doom and gloom aside, because I know it's easy to focus on that. To your point, though, you get a healthy Mike Thomas, you have Chris Olave, you have Jarvis, Hurst supposed to be back week 1, so you'll have your full offensive line healthy for Jameis, a rejuvenated AK. Like all bullshit aside, like with how depleted the talent is in Atlanta, and this is not our preview pod for Atlanta. They should beat them. They really should.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be close, but that's just not how the NFL works, and that's just how the things work. So we'll break down the game more in depth next week. So the 53-man roster, like when we recorded the CD pod, we knew there was going to be changes. So they claimed, I don't even have it in front of me, but I know they claimed and were awarded Derek Kelly, and they got another offensive lineman. And that's just, it goes to show how quickly injuries can change things. Because Tanner Owen, they claimed off waivers from the Bills. Because they were going in expecting that they had so much depth on the line that they would maybe have to trade some players to get down, or they were going to, or they were going to have to cut some pretty talented, interior linemen. But now that pending injury kind of changed things a lot. So they went out, claimed Tanner Owen. Derek Kelly was with the Saints at one point, right? Like, I'm not tripping.
Was he?
I feel like he was. They tried to claim linebacker Sterling Weatherford, who was for the Colts, but he was awarded to the Bears. Ian Book being claimed is hilarious, but also go flourish. Hold on, I'm looking it up. I know he's with the Saints. Yeah, he was with the Saints. In 2001, he was on the practice squad. I knew that name wasn't tripping on that name. So it's just they're adding depth for the offensive line. I still just have this nagging concern about the depth at linebacker, man. It's such a huge thing that if Pete Warner gets dinged up and can't go, like, oh boy.
Yeah, no, it's a weird situation, man. And God forbid, man, Demario Davis, we just need him to be He-Man, But it's thin, bro. It's thin. You got the shining bald head, Zach Bones sitting over there, just shining. You know what I'm saying? Ain't contributing shit.
Whoa. Special teams is
he's the extra point middle linebacker.
Team, right? I would have Cat or Mike Triplett ask that, and I know they can't because they have jobs, but like I would want them to ask it just like that. Like, can you please explain to me, and like come out very serious with the question, and then just out of nowhere, could you please explain to me what the exact bond make this team like just like that?
Look, we still think there's a lot of room for him to grow, and we like him. We drafted him. We had something in mind for him, and he was still working towards that. But we really think Zach Bond's going to be a good player for us. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, man.
And you tweeted, I think you tweeted it, or maybe someone said in our Discord. I'm not sure. Sorry, it's been a long day. But these, like, kind of like, I feel like if you ever, like, if there's a girl who listens to our podcast, she's ever been waxed. Like, these just taking these, like, wax fucking papers off, bro, just feels like what's been happening in the secondary. And for this defense to be, we thought this defense could be top 3 or best league defense in the league. That's long gone. That's gone. Gone. Like they need to be at worst like a top 10 defense now. But for that to happen with the things that are happening in the secondary and all the shakeup, they gotta have some fucking pass rush, man. Like it is the utmost important and crucial, because if they're not getting production from Peyton Turner, I also wouldn't be surprised if Peyton Turner was like a DMP next week for whatever reason. But if they can't get production from Peyton Turner and Two Furs is MIA doing something, maybe he's in Namek. I don't know where this dude is. I don't know. The whole defense hinges on them. Like I know I feel like a statement like that is a little hyperbole, but I truly believe it. For the defense to be good or top 10-ish, it hinges on them being on the field and making plays. We know when Two Furs is on the field and he's not hurt, he can make plays. Now, conversely, Hoopers may be on the field, but you might not even know he might not even play. It wouldn't surprise me, bro. Week 1 might be inactive.
I expect him to be full practice next week and be inactive on week 1. Because you can't play that shit on game day. Like you could play around during training camp or preseason and stuff. On game day, you just got to put players that can play on the field. So I'd actually be surprised if he is playing on game day. I'm still surprised they did retain Taco on the practice squad, so it wouldn't surprise me if they kind of bring him on.
They activate him on game day.
It wouldn't surprise me at all, bro.
You know how bad of a look that is, bro. Like that's nasty work, bro.
Shit, this is about winning games, man. Like,
I get it. I'm just saying from a scouting perspective.
Yeah, from a scouting perspective, right. But I'm like, man, like if I'm the assistant D-line coach or whatever, I'm like, what has Peyton Turner showed me? Outside of practice, because I know he was lighting it up in practice and shit like that. But bro,
every time I saw that shit, bro, I just thought about my spelling bee gift that I love, bro. Just the dude just standing there, just the confetti just falling on him, and he just like no emote, just okay, cool, all right. I feel like with Peyton Turner, bro, I become like Mike Singletary, bro. Like I want winners. I already know this season upcoming it's gonna be a roller coaster. It's gonna be a roller coaster, man.
Oh yeah.
There's gonna be some times where you at work, I'm at work, we just going through our day. Boom.
Boom. That's how it was today, man.
Yeah. Like you said, bro, like I said, I step away for
1 hour, bro.
Can't do it around this team. You gotta be on standby. If you covering the Saints, you gotta be on call, bro. Like you a doctor. You got to. Your beeper going on.
What's up, Ryan?
Yo,
I'm just gonna say this. I don't want you to get offended. I'm a big dude. You a big dude.
Damn.
And I know sometimes weight loss has been an issue that we both dealt with our entire lives. But I want to tell you about something that I came across about this great new company called Vertimax.
Okay.
Did you know that Vertimax is the leading sports performance and fitness equipment company that's used by half of D1 programs and half of the NFL and NBA teams? We have an NFL podcast. It's used by professional leagues as well as other teams all around the world. There's a Vertimax platform and there's a Vertimax Raptor used to help athletes improve their performance on the field for almost 3 decades. That's almost as old as you. I know we pick on him, but did you know that we pick on him in terms of his workouts? But Jameis Winston actually has trained on a Vertimax Raptor, and the King of New Orleans himself, Drew Brees, has trained on a Vertimax platform, along with other top NFL and college football pro athletes. I was just scrolling on TikTok. I saw Amari Cooper using a Vertimax machine.
Wow.
We know we have a lot of listeners that have kids. They're in sports, they're in soccer, baseball, football, track and field, you name it. If you're a parent and you want to help your child improve in terms of their sports performance, or maybe you just feel like you just want to get your body right for the summer and get fit, you need to check out Vertimax. So all you have to do is go to Vertimax.com or follow them on social media at Vertimax. That's BERTI Max. Again, that's at BERTI Max. Vertimax.com. Look into getting yourself a Vertimax platform, a Vertimax Raptor, and tell me you won't see the improvement.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
What's the easiest choice you can make? Window instead of middle seat? Picking a vendor who sends a great gift basket? Outsourcing business tasks you hate? What about selling with Shopify? Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's there to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell. Wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/try. Go to shopify.com/try now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/try.
No.
It's unreal, man. Unreal.
Like you said,
It's funny though. It's just funny.
that's my team now.
That's my team, bro. Always some shit.
It was just wild how well, besides the Deshaun Watson thing, for the most, and I'm not trying to like minimize the Deshaun Watson thing because that's still super fucking gross, and I also think that's a little bit of karma coming back to him too. But like they got through the offseason unscathed, bro. Like in terms of things drama,
it was perfect.
So for the thing that like I wrote time to get him up. But I'm excited for the season. We have the setup we have in the Discord where we're going to be live streaming games. It's going to be fucking dope. And honestly, I'm excited to have that interaction during actual game day with 20 plus people in our community. And if you want to be a part of it, become Patreon, please do. But just all of us just watching, just reacting in real time, whether it's good or bad. I'm ready for it. Like I'm ready for it.
Oh yeah.
Man. Anything else? We kind of keeping this one short, not too long.
Yeah, you in Texas?
I am. So same time. It was what 10 o'clock here right now. Came out here visiting my family. Much needed. But also I did want to give a shout out to Alan and pass along condolences.
Yeah.
To him, he's a big supporter of us and does absolutely amazing work in the community of New Orleans. So pass along condolences to him and his family.
Praying for him.
Yeah. Shit's hard, man. It's hard. Anything else you want to hit on? We want to touch on before we sign out for tonight, and then probably have to record something this weekend because some shit's popping off again.
You already know. Nah, man, we good. We good. Just a little something for y'all to chew on, because man, next Wednesday, boy, we get that injury report, man.
Yep.
We get, Falcons hate week. Falcons hate week, man. I'm gonna hate the Falcons regardless, bro. I don't care what's going on. You will never see me root for the Falcons
ever.
So, I hope they just put it together and just win. I don't care how you win. Win by 1 point.
3 last second field goal.
48-yard Will Lutz, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do what you gotta do. But we're gonna get on that. Next week we'll do our preview pod and all that stuff. And we got to get in the regular season mode ourselves, man. We're gonna do at least 3 pods a week, not including the emergency podcasts. We have live streams. We're gonna try to do more video. Just a lot coming up.
Also wanted to give a shout out to our guy Chris P. Joining the hashtag Saints Twitter family. He's going to be helping us with tons of video content for YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. It's something that both Ryan and I acknowledge that's something that we've been lacking. Some of it is just time, other is just experience. So for Chris to be willing to help us, like he has been, very limited right now, but as the season goes along and as we start recording actual more video content and video episodes, he's going to be doing a lot of work and doing that for us. So welcome to the family. If you want to, just refer to him as hashtag White Wealth, because that's his nickname. It's always going to be his nickname. But shout out for Chris for joining the Saints Twitter podcast family and really helping us out. Also, I want to give a shout out to our dude, or I guess I gotta call him Esquire, man. When you get that ESQ in your name, like you don't work hard to get it. You don't work hard to get it, bro. Shout out to Joe for extending an invitation for Ryan and I to talk to his class at Southeastern Louisiana University. Like, he has a sports management class. He wanted us to come and talk to his students. We did that today. It was great, man. It was great. Juniors and seniors, they're a little quiet, but there were some in there who asked us questions and we got to talk to them. And the fact to think that just two dudes just talking football who are business owners who are trying to be successful in such a saturated realm of podcasting can maybe impact a youth is crazy. Also, that shit made me feel old as fuck.
Bruh.
Shit. I was just a senior in a junior in college not that long ago, but guess it was that long ago, bro.
It's unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Those guys, I won't call them kids, they're adults. Those adults in that classroom were born after I graduated from high school, bro. Like, what the
Wasn't even thought of, bro.
Thought of, man. Like, oh my God, man. What the hell?
Life is a wild fucking thing, man. But to be able to kind of I don't even feel like it was just giving back. It was just a cool experience for
very cool. Very cool. Really shout out to Joe for just thinking about us to do that, because I would have never thought about doing something like that.
At all. Anyway, we're gonna wrap up. We keeping this one short. Also, I do want to give tons of shout out to everyone who's just been supporting us. Like, it is, I really can't thank y'all enough. Joey, Luke, Eric, G.
Oh yeah.
Brian, Mitch, Julio,
Bunch.
Chris, Bunch, Nat, Elise, Julie,
How do you punish it?
Anya,
At
Like
least
this-
got the calendar rolling again. I can't hear you.
And I know I'm forgetting people and things like that, but everyone who's helped us become where we are, we truly do appreciate y'all. I just looked up the numbers before we started recording. We close to having 10,000 downloads in the last 30 days, bro. 10,000. Crazy. So
And
also,
that don't even capture everything.
no, it doesn't. Also, shout out to the Saints for y'all dysfunction. Thank you.
Thank
you. Y'all want us to succeed too. Apparently, they say, you know what? We ain't gonna give y'all credentials, but we got content for you.
Can you imagine a Colts Twitter podcast or something like that? Man? Sleep. I'm asleep already. Titans Twitter podcast.
No,
Shout out to Steve.
You know what I've been dope though? Also, not RRP, but like sending condolences for Steve for Harold Landry tearing his ACL fucking week before fucking season kicks off, bro. Football, cold piece,
Cruel.
Cold piece. But going to that whole Colts Twitter podcast, bro, I don't want to listen to it if they had one during that 1 year with Carson Wentz. They had was quarterback last year.
I knew that shit was hilarious.
Let's say we was Colts fans after that Jags game.
Oh man, boy, I would have, boy. Whew.
That would have been epic, bro.
Epic.
And me and this nigga was just throwing to the Giants, just interceptions. We just keep doing the game. Oh, maybe that should be our career. Just start moonlighting, just doing other teams. But for real,
Disastrous teams.
we appreciate y'all. We feel we're getting the sense that we're building momentum for something big.
Oh yeah.
It's just a feeling, and I can't really even describe it. We just feel like this momentum that we're building something big, and all we have to do is just continue to go up. So thank y'all for supporting us. We got y'all back. Anytime some shit happens, please know we will talk about it. We might not be able to talk about it exactly when it happens because again we have full-time jobs, we have careers, but best believe we are gonna hit on it, and y'all will get to experience, laugh, cry with us as we talk about it. We'll be back next week. Next week we have a big announcement that I'm gonna try to announce on Monday, Elise. So I'm trying to announce it on Monday before the start of the season. And like Ryan said, next week it's game on. It's Falcons Hate Week. We're doing the preview pod. We're gonna do the post game pod. Everything. We back in full swing. Well, that's not next week. 2 weeks. I'm tripping. No shit. Is it next week? Oh shit! It is next week.
Yeah.
Brock got there. NFL stuck up on us real fast. Anyway,
Real fast, bro.
We will be back next week. Full steam ahead. Thank y'all. Retweet, like, anything on social media that if you listen to our product and you want to promote us, even if it's not a Patreon, just a like, a review, anything that helps. It really does. Downloads, all that helps. So
we're on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm starting to put out episodes with no ads on our Patreon. So if you become a Patreon, you can listen to our podcast with no ads. So a lot of stuff going on. So just stay tuned. We've got a lot going on.
Be a part of it. We'll be back next week, probably this weekend, but we'll be back next week for sure. With that, we're out.
Peace.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgranger.com or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
You prepared your kids for their first steps. The first day at school, their first dance, that big test, all the wins along the way. With a College Savings Iowa 529 plan, you'll prepare them for even more. Register before May 31st for a chance to win a $1,000 contribution. Visit collegesavingsiowa.com to make the first move toward a bright future. College Savings Iowa. It's how parents get through college. Administered by the State Treasurer of Iowa.